everybody, my name is Delise Kelly, and I'm here to tell you my story about how mass incarceration and the harsh 3 strikes law has totally affected my family. I'm here to tell you the story about my loved one, Jonathan Curry, who has done 19 years in prison for being a convicted felon in possession of a weapon. Pretty much, I remember so many good times when we were kids. We lived with our great-grandmother, and when she passed, he had nowhere to go. I went back home with my mom, but his mom really was never there as a support system for him. He didn't know his dad. To make a long story short, the streets ended up raising my family member. And he got himself into trouble where he's from, the neighborhood, the Jungles, in South Central Los Angeles. You guys heard about it in the movie Training Day. It was a tough place to grow up in as an inner city kid with no father and no mother just really support you. And then, since he's been in there for 19 years, I've tried my best to support him, but it's a very sad situation. I'm the only person that he has, his lifeline, his voice of the street. His mother is now in a convalescent home. His grandmother died, and we've missed him every holiday. It's just a shame and a tragedy that my loved one has been locked up for a nonviolent crime, and the state of California has treated him like as if he was a murderer. Or, you know, when you think about the California 3 strikes law, it was meant to keep repeat child molesters, murderers, and rapists off the streets. It was not meant for what it is now. And it's just a money cash cow and mass incarceration tool to break up families. And I'm here to bring attention to this situation. I want to let people know that he's not a number. He's not a number. He's not just a check for CDCR. He's somebody's family. He's somebody's brother. And he didn't rape anybody. He didn't murder anybody. He didn't kill anybody. He's not a child molester, but he was given 25 years to life. When there are people out there that carry guns every day, there are people out there that are gun enthusiasts, but he lost his Second Amendment right when he got into trouble, and the right to bear arms. And that's costed him 19 years of his life. And I think that it's a social injustice problem. This is a national tragedy. This is a statewide crisis, and people need to know that there are people that are being incarcerated right now. And there are thousands of other stories just like mine for nonviolent crimes. And they're being given 25 years to life sentences for threats. They're given these lengthy, inhumane sentences for drug possession. And I just want them to let him go. Let our people go. I'm here to be a voice for the voiceless, the non-violent individuals that got into trouble but deserve a second chance, and the families that are supporting them. I'm here to be a voice and let you guys know that the California prison systems are benefiting from mass incarceration by getting an easy check off of people like him and thousands of other people. The stories you'll hear that are letting you know that people are being incarcerated for nonviolent crimes, but this world is so concerned about what's going on with Libya and the people in Africa being locked up against their will. But what about right here in the state of California, in the United States of America, where people are locked up and given lengthy sentences. If he was anywhere, if my family member was anywhere in another state besides a 3-strike state like California, he would have been out in 6 years. That's the maximum time that he would have had to do for being a non-violent or being a convicted felon in possession of a weapon. But this state is benefiting from the collect calls. All the private prison companies are, the fat cat politicians and the prison systems and the private prison companies, they're all benefiting from the packages, and they're benefiting from labor from our loved ones that just want to come home, that want to come home and support their family.